Hi everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com. I'm going to post a lot of fake prints on the blog, so if you just watched the video, you should definitely go over to RedDragonLeo.com and click on the various links to all the fake prints I've got, which I'm just going to go over here in the video, but I'm not going to actually go into showing you on each one because we've talked about them many times. But just in case you want to see what they are, you can go over to the blog and actually click on the links to see them. Okay, we're looking at the monthly chart right here, and we are still contained in this falling price channel, as you can clearly see right here, that we are still contained in this. Now, as you can see here, we did rise up this whole month, and you know that's something that's common. I don't guess you ever expect the market just to kind of roll up and just roll completely straight over. It most of the time puts in some type of divergence where it rolls down and then rolls back up a little bit and then rolls back down again. So looking at this monthly chart, it is possible with this pointing up. I mean, it is possible that next month we could get a breakout out of this and run on up here and hit that final target for the Dow of about 11,800 on the Dow Jones, which is about, 1260 to 1280 range on the S&P right here. So that is possible. You could call this, an A, B, C move or whatever. So let's not rule that possibility out. Of course, in terms of, it wouldn't be extended into 2011, I don't believe. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen within the next month or two. I do believe that would be the case. Again, it's the monthly chart. So you can see here, same thing. It is still below the zero mark and trying to curl up. It is not broken out here of the RSI, but who knows if it does. And again, there's no strength to it. As you can see, the the ADX line here is still heading down. There's no strength to the bearish case or the bullish case, neither one. When this thing curls back up, which one's going to be on top will determine the new trend. And I'm very confident that when it does finally turn back up, the high will be in, and the strength that where it gets up to like this will be from a sell-off. I mean, if we had this ADX line run up here and this a positive ADX line run up with it, I mean, you're talking about breaking the all-time highs here and going on up, and that's not going to happen. We all know that we're in the Great Depression too. There's no question about that. Regardless of the fact that they say that the recession ended. Well, yeah, it did. The recession ended, and the Great Depression Part 2 started. So officially, we're no longer in a recession, folks. We are now in a depression. Let's look at it from what it really is. So anyway, I just want to throw this out to you that it is, common. Even here, when you had this, you had a little up. So it's common to have a little bit of an up here, and you could have a move back up before it falls off a cliff. I mean, look at it here. It finally rose up, sold down 1, 2. You say 1, 2, 3, and then put in a bottoming tail, and then went up for 3 months and put in a higher high. Well, here we went down 1, 2, up, down, up. Well, we could probably go up here one more time and then fall off a cliff. If it follows this pattern, then it's got to put in a slightly higher high than the previous high on a monthly basis. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, looking for this to fall off a cliff in the most bearish month out there, October, and with the government printing money like it's going out of style, regardless of whether or not they officially, which they did not, as far as I could understand what was being said from Bernanke, that they didn't officially launch a QE2 program. That does not mean that they're not going to put money in there, because they clearly did on Friday's candle. They put money in. It was obviously a short squeeze, but they also pump money in. So they're secretly putting money in, or not so secretly, whatever you want to call it. In his wording, he said that they would, do whatever it takes, basically, to support the economy, aka the crooked banksters, not the economy, not the people. We'll do whatever it takes to support the banks. Okay, let's just say it for what it is. So they put money in. So I guess, we were wrong about the Legatus turn date. I guess maybe it's a turn for the up, I guess. Which is very odd to me that happened. But because here on the weeklies, on the last time that we went down, like I said here, we went down 3 weeks and they pumped money in and it went up. But here this time we went up, and the Legatus pilgrimage is over with. And they've come out, I guess, and pumped more money in. So I guess it's not going to be the big turn date that we thought. It's going to be an up move from the looks of it. As you can see, this is starting to look more and more like this over here. As you can see over here, we had a cross, and where the market had sold off, and then it rallied back up, went back down some more, and rallied back up. And this time it did not put in a higher high. And the market never, and the 50-day or 20-day moving average did not go back up above the 50. But here in this case, I don't know if it's going to go back up above the 50 or not. Maybe it goes back up and tags it and then rolls back over. But, if we go up, if we continue to go up, then, maybe this was from here to here, a wave 1, a wave 2. And this entire move here was a wave 3, and now we went down to wave 4, and now we're doing a wave 5 up on the weeklies. If that's the case, then we're going to go to that 1260 to 1280 area, which is just under this this area right here, 1300 or so back here. So that is possible, folks. That's the thing that really frustrates me the most about trying to forecast this market when I know that we have a fake print of 118.16 on the Diamond Spider Trust, which mirrors the Dow on 100 to 1 ratio, meaning that, or 10 to 1 ratio anyway. It means it's basically 11,800 on the Dow. Now, of course, there's no way to correlate it perfectly with what the S&P is. Maybe the S&P only goes up here and puts in a double top, and then maybe that equates to 11,800 on the Dow. So basically, you're going to look for the 11,800 on the Dow, then look to see where the S&P is at the same time. I'm guessing 1260 to 1280 range, but it could be, it could be just below that. It could be 1250. But if they get up there this high, they're going to probably have an intra-week peak and try to take out some stops there before they turn it. So, but that's on a little bit longer time frame over the next, I don't know, month or two is what I'm looking at for that. So, and basically you're looking again here. As I said, this is not turned over yet. It could do one of these. I said that in the last video. It could go up here, go sideways a little bit before it finally rolls over. And same thing here. We can put in more than just, we only got 1, 2, 3 bars up. We could put in a few more bars. I really didn't think we'd get more than this, but there again, there's no way to know for sure. When we did get this right here, we were already up at a high, and we were already, here at a high. So the fact that we are still down here at the 0 mark instead of up here at about the 25 to 30 range in this area, that kind of leads me to believe that the moving averages, I'm talking about the red and black moving averages, that they can go up a little higher, which, can push this up a little bit higher and last a little longer, and I guess we think it's going to. The fact that October is the most bearish month, I just don't think it's going to have the crash we're all looking for in October. I just think they're going to trick us all. They're notorious for that. So, the daily, of course, is probably going to put in a pattern like this. At least 2. at least 2 of these histogram towers, and possibly 3. I mean, could it do like this? If the weekly keeps rolling up, it could. This is 1, 2, 3. Put in the negative divergence before it fell off a cliff. Okay, so we've only got 1 right now, and here we're making the second one. So how far does this last? Does it make a second one, and then finally make a third one, or do we go down here, recycle, and go back up and put in a lower one, which is possible too? Maybe we go down here over the next week, put in a small trough low because the weekly is supporting it, so it won't allow it to go down too far, and then we run back up the following week and continue up for the entire month of October to fool everyone. So that's a possibility on a multi-week time frame. Now, as for Monday, certainly we have a bull flag here, up, sideways consolidation, bull flag. Daily supporting it again. Daily ran up. You just don't expect it to fall off a cliff. I'm putting in a candle like that. Let's see if Cobra's got a better view of the candle. But anyway, after putting that in, of course that's on the IWM, but you get the message there. Here's on the SPY, same thing. You don't expect it just to fall off a cliff right after that. You do expect it to at least pop up and maybe have an intraday reversal, then maybe close slightly positive or flat, spinning top kind of thing, and then maybe Tuesday sell off, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. So I'm kind of looking for a pop up here, some amount, I don't know how far, just maybe to clear out these overhead stops, maybe 1160 maybe, just guessing, and then roll over after that. We're overbought here on the 60s. We're overbought, well, on the 30s we're not. Here's the 15. See, on the 15, see that supports that move. It's rolling down, getting ready to roll back up. So it should go up here and put in a smaller histogram tower for filling this bull flag. So up like this, go up, let this thing curl up, put in a small tower, then start to roll over as the 60-minute gets even more overbought. Looking at the 10-minute, you can see the 10-minute is also falling down as well, but that should probably go up like this and down if it fulfills it. And this, of course, is the longer time frame. You look at it over here, you get the 65, 90, and 12. And then the shorter time frames are 12, 65, and 12. So here on the shorter time frame, on the 10-minute, it's doing the same thing the 15 is. It's looking like it wants to cycle back up, put in a smaller histogram tower. Well, that would kind of like put one up here and then finally roll over. But you put in our negative divergence with 2 towers there. So that's on that time frame. And here we're looking at the 15 too again, and this is clearly a bull flag, wanting to pop up on the 15. Oh, here's the 30. So the 30 is going to get a little bit more overbought again. It's going to go up here a little higher. So this longer time frame is going to go. This is the longer time frame. It's going to go up a little bit higher before it rolls over. This one should just kind of probably go up and then finally roll over. So bottom line there for Monday is I am looking for Monday to have a move up, and then that probably will put in the high for the week. After that, I'm looking for it to sell off the remainder of the week, at least into Thursday. This is Cobra's chart here. You can draw you a line from here to here to here to here to here. That tells you that the VIX could drop to this point right here, and before it finds support. So if the VIX drops that level on Monday, then that sets up Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for an up move in the VIX, which is a down move in the market. And then Friday, let them manipulate it back up to close out the weekly options, or not weeklies. I think these are monthlies now, or quarterlies. Quarterlies, I'm sorry. So, so anyway, that's what I'm looking for on the market. I guess I'll do a second video here to talk more about some other things that are on my mind. So, okay, let's finish this video up here.